In May 2018, Janine and Jocelyn Parkinson undertook their first ever mother and daughter missions trip with One by One to South Africa.
My name is Jocelyn and I am 7 years old and I'm in South Africa to do a Dignity Day to help little girls stay in school.
Wow. My name's Janine and I'm Jocelyn's mummy, aren't I? And I came...
35.
I'm 35 and I came to South Africa with you on mission with One by One and Becky and Matt.
Yeah.
And because I've come out on mission with them lots of times before, I wanted to bring you to show you what we do on mission and so that you can catch the heartbeat of mission.
The focus of this missions trip was to run a series of Dignity Day projects all across South Africa. This would mean packing and handing out hundreds of dignity bags to give to girls all across the nation.
So we're doing things for the Dignity Project. We're packing these bags, and I've only put one thing in this bag so far, but we're going to put some underwear, a leaflet, and some of these in the bags for when we hand them out to the girls.
So we're going to pack a bag, Jocelyn?
Yeah.
For the Dignity Project?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to put in first?
We're going to put in the
Afri pads.
Yeah.
And these are to help the girls to stay in school, aren't they?
Yeah.
During their period. And then we're going to give them
put some underwear
in so that they've got something
to wear.
To wear. That's great.
And they need it.
And then we've got a little card, haven't we?
So they remember their dignity.
So they can remember what to do with them, because that's really important, isn't it? And we're going to hand these out at the Dignity Days. I guess for me, I don't want to wake up when I'm 50 and be a bum on a seat in a church. I want to be someone who's standing in the gap for the cause of God and for the hurting and the broken. And I don't just want my kids, I want them to understand that there is a reason that Jesus died for us, and the Great Commission is to go out into the world and make disciples of all men. And I want my kids to get a hold of that, because I think God's heart is watching us all the time, and he doesn't just want us to be the mediocre. He wants us to preach the gospel and to stretch out a hand to the hurting and the broken and the poor and the people who need a hug and the people who need healing, and that's why I wanted to bring her.
For the last few years, Janine has regularly travelled with One by One, taking part in many overseas missions trips, and it's becoming an increasingly important and regular part of her life.
You know, when you're involved in something, it should always be a family thing. You know, it should always be something that's a heartbeat for everybody in the whole family. Somebody said, why don't you take your kids with you? You know, why don't you bring them on the journey with you? And they didn't necessarily mean take them on mission. They meant get them to understand what you do so that they're not upset when you leave, and they know and they can release you to go. But for me, I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to take her with me. I'm going to take her on this mission. Okay, it's not the outback bush of Kenya, but it's South Africa, where I knew things would be a bit easier for us. And she'd enjoy it, but just that she could come with us and she would just catch the heartbeat and she'd see what mummy does. And you know why we're going into schools, and we're not just telling them about Jesus, we've been helping them to stay in school, haven't we, as well?
Yeah.
Which is standing in the gap for the hurting and the broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me high fives.
With the bags all packed and the preparation finished, it's time to travel across the country and present these Dignity Days to children who are in desperate need for these resources.
I think it is a great idea to bring your kids on mission, absolutely, because even though I think mummy went a little bit crazy, didn't she, when I was thinking about bringing you on mission, I was like, woo! Because there's lots of fear, there's always going to be fear with whatever you do. You can have fear taking your kids to school, and taking your kids halfway across the world to a country that's you know, poverty stricken and there's got lots of issues and stuff around a mission. But you know what, just feel the fear and do it anyway, because in the future, when she's at the pinnacle of her life, when she's like 15, 16, 17, going to uni, you know, and she's thinking about what to do with her life, she's thinking about faith and stuff like that, she's going to draw on these experiences and these situations, and she's going to remember the faces and the kids that she's seen today and throughout the whole of the mission, and experience amazing things. Do you feel like you would do another mission?
Yeah.
Should we do another mission next year?
Yeah.
Me and you?
Yeah.
We're going to do it together?
Yeah.
Yeah? Shall we go and preach the gospel to the poor?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm working on slapping you.